Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing well. So today's video is the second part of my previous video in which I talked about what is screen time and what are the impacts of screen time on our children. So in today's video I'll be sharing some tips on how to control your children's screen time. As I said in my previous video, children under 2 years of age should not have any screen time, and from 2 to 5 years they can watch 1 hour TV or phone or any other screen. So with these tips, you will be able to achieve your goal of controlling their screen time under the set time limits. And all these tips are tried and tested, and I am also following these tips. And because of these tips, I am able to control my daughter's screen time to 40 to 45 minutes a day. She's 2 years old now, and she watches screen under this time limit. And I am very happy to say this, that she watches only TV as a screen, and I never let her watch a phone or iPad or any other screen than TV. And I personally support only TV as a source of entertainment or for a screen time than iPad or phones, because these devices like phones, iPad or any other handheld device, they are available anywhere you go, but TV is only available at home, so your child cannot ask for it at places other than home. So this is the main reason I support TV than iPad and phones. So let's start with tips. So first tip is set an example. This is the most toughest one. Sorry to start with the most toughest one, but as I said in my previous video, if your child see you reading a book, he or she will most likely to do that. And if they see you watch a TV or a phone or an iPad, they will do the same thing. So it is our job to limit our screen time or control our screen time, and same thing will happen with our child. So if you have a habit of using TV or any other screen as a background noise, for example listening to songs or news or anything like that, please don't do that, because even at young age, when you think that they are not watching a screen, they do listen to it, and they do see that my parents are so much interested in these devices, and that's how they think that these devices are important and they want to look at it. So change your habits, and it will definitely help in reducing or controlling their screen time. Second tip is be a tough parent. By tough parent, I don't mean to be a harsh parent or do anything which is not good to them. Be a tough parent, I mean that you need to control or limit their screen time to a particular time limit. And if they feel that you're not doing right for them, just explain them nicely. And when they're young, you can actually distract them from the screen when their time limit is crossed, and when they're old enough to understand you, you can explain them why you have set this time limit and how it is important to be under this time limit. Next tip is do screen time together. So whenever your child watches a TV, make sure that you are sitting with your child and explaining what is going on in it. Even if your child is old enough to understand everything, make sure to communicate with your child about it, like what is going on in a particular TV show. And if it is for a young child, make sure to ask them various questions to make it interactive. Instead of just sitting and watching a screen, they can actually communicate with you, and if possible try to correlate those things from the screen to real life experiences, and that's how they learn various things. Next step is choose content carefully. So always try to choose content as per their age, and if your child is too young, do choose a soft music shows or rhymes, or don't choose anything which is very loud for them to listen to, or very like very dark colors and things like that. Choose content what you think is right for your child. And also try to choose like rhymes or any other shows with positive messages. And if it is like a Christmas festival, choose content related to Christmas. If it's any other festival, Halloween or any other festival, choose a content related to that. Next step is play with your child. So I have shared one video of fun learning toddler activities at home, you can watch that video. It has a lot of good ideas to play with your child at home. You can play with blocks, puzzles. If you have some creative ideas to play with them, definitely do that and avoid screen time as much as possible. Next step is involve your child in daily routines or whatever you're doing. Like, even if you're cooking in the kitchen, let them play with pots and pans. Keep things that they can take in the lower shelf of your kitchen instead of keeping locks on your kitchen shelf. So when you're cooking in the kitchen and your child is very young, like under 2 years, they can come to kitchen, they can take pots and pans and they can do pretend play. If you keep it locked, they will not come to the kitchen, and at the same time they are getting bored, so they would want screen for the entertainment. So whatever you're doing, cooking, laundry, planting, cleaning, anything at home, involve your child in it. Let them pretend play, let them do something. I know that it can increase your workload or the time you require for that particular job, but your child is getting entertained and he is not looking for screen for that time when you're busy. Next is enjoy community activities or outdoor activities together. So if you're going to the library, take your child with you. If you're going for grocery shopping, take your child with you. Wherever you're going, you can take your child with you. And to ride a scooter, to ride a bicycle, there are lots of outdoor activities that they can do, and they're really important for your child. So make sure you're doing all of these things to avoid screen time. Next tip is don't use phones or any other screen in front of your child. You use a phone in front of them, even if it is for an important purpose. They don't understand your purpose, but they do see you looking at the phone all the time. Or when you wake up early in the morning, first thing you see is phone. When you sleep in the night, last thing you see is phone. So they think it is a really important thing, and they also want to see what is going on in it. So make sure that you're not using phones in front of them. And even if it is for an urgent purpose, you can hide it or use it at a place where they're not there. If you're using phone for video calls, make sure the phone is in your hand or it is at designated place, and then let your child talk to the person on phone. But don't give them phone to talk on video calls. They don't talk, they do some random things in the phone. Next step is carry activity material while traveling. So whenever you're traveling alone, or when you're going to the restaurant or for grocery shopping or things like very important things, and you don't want your child to disturb you for that particular time period, so for these times, carry activity material like drawing sheets, pencil colors, and whatever activity they like, books, all of these with you, and let them do it. These things work for half an hour to 1 hour, and then try giving them books and things like that. When all of this is not working, then I know that I agree that phone is the last option. So yes, always keep it as last option. Give them phone for particular time and make sure you let them watch things like their own videos or listen to songs instead of watching YouTube or Netflix or things like that. Because when they do it, when they watch YouTube, they totally go into the phone and then they don't care about it. And because when they watch anything on YouTube in your phone, it is so interesting that they don't want to leave the phone. But if you let them watch like their own videos or something good in phone, like there are apps where you can keep the songs on in a locked phone, so they can change the song but they cannot unlock the phone or do anything else. So when you give these things to them, they get bored of phone as well, which is good, which is what we want. So yeah, keep phone as a last option, and also keep it logged or keep it less entertaining for them. Last tip is remove TV or any other screen completely. So when all of these tips are not working and your child is still so much into screens and he or she wants to spend a lot of time on screen, so the last option left is just remove that device completely. So take your TV off, keep it packed until your child loses the habit of watching it so often or every day or for a lot of time. So this is the last option that you can opt for, and it works. So these are all the tips that you can use to control your child's screen time, and at the same time you can do a lot of other activities with them, like outdoor activities, indoor activities, physical activities. So basically they get tired and their routine gets settled. Like if your child wants to watch a TV or any other screen to eat, and without that thing he cannot eat. So when you do other activities with them, they get tired, they do feel hungry, they eat without screen, and they sleep peacefully, so everything is settled. The main problem in you and your child's life is screen time. I agree that we cannot avoid it totally, but yes, we can control it with all these tips. And I am personally using all these tips, and my daughter's screen time is under control. And that's why I'm able to make this video and I'm able to share these tips with you, because it works. So if you liked all these tips, do hit that like button. And if you want more parents to watch this video, so share it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. So I'll be back with another video very soon. Till then, take care and keep smiling. Bye bye. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon.